Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is for those of you in high school or college looking for the fastest method to make money in high school or college. Okay? I'm going to be teaching you exactly what you need to focus on, what you need to put your time towards, and exactly what you have to do to set your business up for success both now and in the future. A stable business. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Isaac Burak, and it is my intention and my mission to help guys in college or high school who are looking to start a business, preferably a lawn and landscape business, and looking for revenues from $8,000 to $10,000 a month. That is my mission, and that's why I'm here today. So stick to the end of the video to get all the value you can from this video. So let's get started. First, you have to decide on what type of a business. We need to get our mindset right. In high school, and why I'm even recommending you to start a business, is because you have two options in high school. Either you can go out and work for a grocery store or something like that, and you're going to be making $13 to $15 an hour, or you can actually go into the market and bring value to individualized customers. This business is going to be harder. It's going to take a lot more thought on your part. It's going to take more responsibility. It's going to take more skills, but you have all the upside, not only money-wise, but all the knowledge and the skills that you will learn. Okay, now the type of business that I'm going to suggest you to start. It's not going to be a software company. It's not going to be a used car dealership, because all those type of businesses, they require high amount of capital to start out with. Instead, in high school and college, start out with a labor business. A service-based labor business, okay? This is because, like I said, it's not going to require higher introductory capital, and there is already a universal need for the services that you offer, whether this is going to be lawn and landscaping, like I recommend, or if it's going to be house cleaning, babysitting, car washing. The need is already there, okay? And you can much easier prove your credibility because it's much easier to learn these skills. Next, these needs, these universal needs that I'm talking about, they transfer between states, they transfer between culture. They're almost universal to people. Depending a little bit on location, that's going to change a little bit the services that you provide. But when we think of labor services, that's unanimous across people. This means you already have the need there. Okay? The reason why I recommend lawn and landscape business for you to start out with is because you are going to have a very specific service that you are going to be marketing and selling to your potential clients. Okay? This makes it much easier for when you are trying to appeal to their wants and needs, and it's a very easy job to see completion, how well you do the job. Okay? It's very clear cut. Some of the expectations that you have to have when you start this business. First, realize this is your first business, okay? Give yourself time to build. Give yourself time to perfect your trade. Give yourself time to find your inner entrepreneur, okay? You're going to be finding your personality. You're going to be finding how exactly you're going to appeal to your customers, how you're going to sell your services, okay? Give yourself time and be patient with yourself to master these skills. Next, give yourself time to perfect your trade, finding other areas within the trade, within the industry that you can master and market. Okay? Whether this is edging, whether this is tree trimming, whether this is property cleanup, okay? Give yourself time to master all the other avenues within the industry that you're going to master and that you are going to expand into. Give yourself time. Even though you are giving yourself time and giving yourself patience, we still need to know what to focus on inside of our business. When you're starting out, you have ideas of what you're going to sell, how you're going to sell it, all these different things. However, you do not have it completely set in stone. You're not sure yet. And to figure that out, focus on two things: communal need and communal wants. Yes, people in your community need lawn care. They need it for their property to look presentable. However, maybe they want weed cleaning. Maybe they want shrub trimming. Okay? Give yourself time, but always focus on finding these underlying wants, especially wants. The needs are going to be more obvious for you to find. Now, once you've figured out these wants and these needs, how are you actually going to convert on this newfound knowledge that you've gained? It's going to be done through consistency and time management. The consistency part is in that once you've mastered these skills, you always need to be consistent with your work. Okay? You need to be consistent that you can create and repeat the same job over and over again, the same level of job. Not only the level of job, but also how that you can repeat how well you can appeal to your client. Time management gets into it because if you have poor time management, you're not going to be able to manage your business properly. Small things are going to be falling to the wayside. You're going to mess up a relationship with a client. You're not going to get back in time. You're going to mix up your schedule. Because realize, we're starting this business in high school or college, okay? We need to manage it with school. We need to manage it with our social life. I discussed a past video about that. You can check it out with the card up here. But that is another one of your focuses that you have to put your time towards. Being consistent and managing your time. Managing your time across your other needs in life to the needs of your business. Okay? Once you have that mastered, we need to discuss how you're going to carry yourself, your mannerisms within your business. When starting out and you are not yet known for your industry, you don't have a place in the market, you want to come out with the helping attitude. I want to help. What can I do for you? This is what I can offer. I'll be glad to take care of it. I can do it this way. I can do that as well. Okay, you come out with a helping attitude. Okay? You don't come up with the demands. You don't come up with super niched ideas. You just come up with, I want to help. Okay? What you want to help, though, is more specific. You help according to shortcomings along the property. That's an example. Somebody has a brand new fence. You're not going to market to painting that fence. Okay? Instead, you market towards the shortcomings. Wow, looks like your shrubs behind your fence could use some trimming. I can do that for you. Why don't you give me a shot? Let me do it this Sunday. Perfect. And then, next, the 3 C's that you need to use to carry yourself within your business. Confidence, competence, and connectivity. If you don't have confidence within your business, nobody is going to take you as seriously as they should. Nobody is going to trust you as well. Okay, you need to be confident that you can produce on what you're selling. Now realize, again, you have to give yourself time. Give yourself time to develop this confidence. Eventually, after doing hundreds of the same job, you are going to have confidence that you can produce. Competence. Never get stagnant on the job that you're producing. Okay? You need to be competent with new hacks that are coming to market. You need to be competent with new ways that you can appeal to your customers. You never want your customers to see you as just doing the lawn. You're somebody who can do even more. You are a competent contractor of theirs that can serve them in many different ways. Okay? Connectivity. These first 2 things would be great. However, and they are great. However, if you just had these 2 things, not the third one, connectivity, it really doesn't matter. If you can't talk to your clients properly, if you aren't available for when they call, if you take too long coming back estimates, if it's a hassle for them to pay you, they're not going to like you as their contractor, even though you do a great job. Remember, we're not trying to just start a lawn and landscape business. Anybody can do that. However, to start a lawn and landscape business in high school that brings in these kind of revenues, $8,000 to $10,000 a month, which is my mission, we need to follow a stricter path. Okay? So you're going to say, Isaac, okay, I followed what you've said so far. but how do I actually set it into motion? What do I need to think about when I start my business? When you're starting your business, you're still unsure of the services that you're going to provide, how you're going to manage your business. So you want to organize conservatively. This means don't go out and focus 100% on selling. Spend some of your time, spend a lot of your time perfecting your craft. And also, do not sell more jobs until you know that you can handle them. And starting out, sell enough jobs that you could do all of them, all of the lawns, from 1 to 3 days of the week. Okay? Give yourself time to grow gradually. And this last point, the last point of the day, is a little more complex. I mentioned before that you need to focus on the communal needs and the communal wants. For selling and for charging higher prices and for appealing your customers even better, you want to focus on satisfying their wants before their needs. I mentioned this briefly, that they need their lawn care mowed. However, they want their shrubs trimmed. They want new flowers planted. Okay? If you can satisfy both their needs and their wants, but sell more to the one side, you're going to be far more successful. I hope this video has helped you today. When I started my lawn and landscape business, I made tons of mistakes. I made mistakes with giving my clients too many options, selling too often, by not carrying myself in the right way. I definitely did not follow these 3 C's when I started out. However, when I cracked the code and when I implemented these 4 strategies, my business changed. If this video aligned with you, I want you to hit the link down in the description to book a one-to-one call with me. And this is going to be for those of you who want the exact process and the exact individualized process for your business that you can start today. Okay? Information can only take you so far. Eventually, you need to be taught it yourself and personalized into your exact industry, into your exact location. This has been Isaac Burak with 2B Green Consulting. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.